Good day, everyone, and thank you for joining me today for an update on Superior Gold. And thank you to Denver Gold Forum for hosting this for us today. As a reminder, please refer to slide 2 of our presentation, which is posted on our website, to view our cautionary language regarding forward-looking statements. Also note that the dollar amounts in this presentation are in US dollars unless otherwise indicated. Superior Gold is a TXV listed producer that owns 100% of the Plutonic operations, which is located in the middle of WA in Australia. The Plutonic gold operations include the underground mine, the Hermes open pit projects, and 80% interest in the Bryah Basin joint venture, and now the Plutonic main pit pushback project. We hold a large prospective land package along the Plutonic-Marymia gold belt with several other gold deposits in close proximity to the existing structure. Plutonic is situated in one of the top mining jurisdictions in the world, according to Fraser Institute. It's a world-class operating mine with the related infrastructure. The business has a clear and concise optimization and expansion plan and is endowed with a significant mineral resource base with exploration upside. Finally, one of the most compelling attributes is the re-rate opportunity we represent compared to our peers. In order to achieve a re-rate, our strategy is to deliver 3 goals. Firstly, a safe, stable, and predictable operation through a high-performance team backed by simple processes and systems. An operation with scale producing in excess of 150,000 ounces per annum by increasing ore production profile from our underground, the open pit, and unlocking the latent capacity in our mill to the tune of 1.2 million tons per annum, ultimately resulting in a reduction in costs, improved cash flow, and of course, strengthening the balance sheet. And the last goal is investing smartly in exploration of our known potential targeted areas. Plutonic has contributed over 6 million ounces over its life to the region's gold production. We hold over 644 square kilometers of prospective land along the Plutonic-Marymia gold belt, with several other gold deposits in close proximity to our existing infrastructure. This is an important strategic advantage for expansion. This slide is a plan view of the Plutonic operations and shows the location of past producing open pits, the underground, which is shown in light gray, and of course, other related infrastructure related to the mining operations. It's worth noting that the Plutonic operation generated enough free cash flow to repay the purchase price within 15 months of acquisition, highlighting the mine's cash flow generation capabilities. Over the last few quarters, Plutonic has delivered consistently against its guidance, and since servicing the Auramet loan in full, is now generating an additional $10 million of free cash flow per annum. Our growth strategy at Superior Gold is straightforward, and it's well-defined, delivering on 3 goals, as I said before. The strategy, however, will consist of 4 phases. Phase 1 is designed to deliver safe and stable and predictable operations. First, we are working to re-establish steady-state production from the underground mine, and we are encouraged to see the return to a state of improving positive cash flow in both the first and the second quarter of FY21. The near mine resource extension drilling and mineral exploration currently underway seeks to provide future mining fronts for stable, sustainable, cost-effective feed to the mill. Phase 2 and 3, shown here above, will deliver an operation with scale that produce more than 150,000 ounces per annum at reduced cost, improving our cash flow and then ultimately strengthening our balance sheet. To supplement this underground feed, we are adding open pit production from a number of near mill past producing open pits, which includes Plutonic East, which commenced on schedule in the second quarter of this year, then Perch, with the optionality into Salmon, Hermes, and Hermes South. A review of these opportunities are underway, targeted at maximizing the potential from these pits. Continuing our growth strategy is recommissioning our second mill, and that is currently on care and maintenance. New sources of feed may come from exploration in our existing properties or from several other sources along the Plutonic-Marymia gold belt. Phase 4 focuses to deliver on exploration of known high potential targeted areas. There's a potential for a new discovery as we invest in exploration at Plutonic specifically now that we've added an additional drill rig that's absolutely dedicated for exploration. We are also very encouraged with the latest results that we've achieved. To date, we are pleased to report that we have had no incidents of infection from COVID-19, either at our operations or at our corporate offices. SLAM hazard identification cards and field leadership program have been rolled out, all of which are having a positive impact, ensuring that our people are safe and that they understand that they are the most important priority in our business. Augmenting this approach, a people safety and risk transformation program is being developed and will consist of a few phases in order to improve on the job safety, safety leadership, process safety, and material risk management. We are committed to mining responsibly and developing a diverse workforce as we further enhance elements of an ESG strategy. For example, our workforce comprises of people from many countries across the world. In addition, we utilize an international ecosystem of specialists, especially on technically complex matters, to drive innovation. Over the past 2 years, Plutonic has actively increased engagement with the Jiti Jiti and the Jinjarana groups. They are all historical landowners of the areas that we operate and explore in. Appropriate agreements have been established, and we continue to develop these further, setting up clear terms of engagement on the land. Our production guidance for FY21 remains unchanged, and we guide towards a production of 65 to 75,000 ounces of gold. I now will expand on our development of the underground mine. We are currently focusing on unlocking the value in the underground through production growth, margin optimization, and systematic exploration. First, we are focused on optimizing the grade, and we've been able to achieve average grades above 3 grams per tonne on the stopes. In mining operations, we've revitalized the underground fleet by adding 2 additional trucks and loaders. At the mill, which operates very well, the recommissioning of the gravity circuit has helped increasing recoveries from the low 80s to the high 80s. Finally, the addition of a 3rd underground drill rig that is dedicated to expanding into new mining fronts has resulted in some promising results recently, which I will discuss in more detail shortly. On the technological front, we're improving our understanding of the plutonic geology, which is quite complex. The technology advances have allowed all historic data sets to be incorporated into the 3D modeling software to assist in better understanding our plutonic ore body. We have found that these 3D models are better at predicting the location or spatial positioning, as well as the dimensions of the mineralized zones in plutonic. Moving forward, these 3D models are incorporated into the mineral resource block models. The 3D models are on track to be completed in 2 phases, phase 1 in Q3 and phase 2 in Q4 of this year. We expect to have a revised resource and reserve statement completed in the early part of Q2 next year, as well as a revised life of mine. We have seen steady improvement in results following the operational improvements we've implemented at Plutonic, as illustrated in this slide. The underground mine stope grade of 3.3 grams per tonne in the second quarter represents a significant increase of 35% over the second quarter in FY20. As a result, the average F grade has increased by 34 since the second quarter in FY20, and overall quarterly production has increased by 28%, highlighting the importance of mine stope grade to our overall profitability at Plutonic. During the second quarter, open pit mining commenced at Plutonic East on schedule. Perch, which is currently in development, has been optimized during the recent opportunity review, and these benefits are expected to be realized in Q3 and Q4 of FY21. Producing from these open pits, plus longer term, the main pit pushback, along with operational improvements from the underground, is expected to increase production and return the Plutonic operations to a state of significant free cash flow. Now taking a closer look at the Plutonic main pit pushback project. In December 2020, we announced the initial positive results from the Plutonic pit pushback PEA, and I'd like to highlight 2 key measures. Firstly, the average production of 60,000 ounces over a 6-year period, culminating into almost 360,000 ounces of total production, and a low life of mine all-in sustaining cost of about $860 to $870 per ounce. We also completed an updated mineral resource estimate, the updated measured and indicated mineral resources of 1.89, which was up 19%, and updated our inferred mineral resources to 3.07 million ounces at 3.1 grams per ton. That's an increase of 9% over the previous estimate. We are now advancing an optimization study that consider early entry optionality on the main open pit, which is expected to be completed in the first half of FY22. In addition to the current main open pit pushback PEA, additional value may be gleaned from further exploration on the surface to extend the open pit. This slide highlights the upside opportunity that exists, noting that the existing infrastructure is capable of producing up to 230,000 ounces, of course, relative, based on grade. The opportunity review will provide insight as to the full potential of the operations, defining the strategic options available, and the extent to which it will enable fully utilizing the latent capacity in the mill of about 1.2 million tonnes. In addition, we are aware of many neighboring properties that have existing gold resources but lack milling infrastructure that are within trucking distance from our operations. We are in discussions with a number of these parties, exploring possibilities of JVs, farming agreements, outright acquisitions around the Plutonic Maramaia belt. This slide highlights many of the high-grade drill results that we've intersected since acquiring Plutonic. It's clear that Plutonic is a very large, underexplored mineralized system and has a lot of opportunity to further extend its life. This slide is a reminder that there are significant intercepts in close proximity to the existing infrastructure, as well as the ore-grade intercepts located 1 kilometer outside the mineralized mafic. It should be clear that the limits of the mineralization have not been found, and a continued investment into exploration is surely warranted. In the near term, our focus on the underground is on exploring and developing new mining fronts. We believe that the two mining fronts, being the Western Mining Front and the Baltic Gap, will be key in improving the profitability of this operation in the near term. We have recently announced drilling results from these three main areas, being Baltic West, Indian West, and Baltic Gap, which is highlighted in the following slides for your reading. Since we acquired Plutonic, we have increased reserves by 101%, measured and indicated resources by 124, and inferred resources by 284, confirming that Plutonic is a large mineralized system with significant upside potential and long-term potential. We have a number of upcoming catalysts worth noting. Going forward, we expect to provide more regular underground exploration updates that we have now that we have the third drill rig operating and dedicated to exploration. We expect more opportunities for improvement to be forthcoming out of the full potential assessment and to unlock latent capacity in the operations. We also expect to be commencing and announcing results of heritage surveys, which will hopefully have some positive impacts on the main pit pushback project and make clearer the timing of the Hermes South project. And over the next 12 months, we have a healthy pipeline of development and exploration catalysts to look forward to. In this slide is a quick summary of the analysts currently covering the stock, key shareholders, and the capital structure. Worth noting is that we maintain a tight structure with just 122 million shares outstanding. In closing, I'd like to highlight the significant re-rate opportunity that exists with Superior Gold as presented on this slide. By continuing to deliver on our three goals, we believe the company will be revalued. As a reminder, our three goals is to deliver firstly a safe and stable, predictable operation, an operation with scale producing in excess of 150,000 ounces at reduced cost and improved cash flow. And we are focused on smart investment in exploration in known high potential targeted areas. In addition, we are focused on repositioning Plutonic for the long-term success and unlocking shareholder value. And we encourage you to take another look at this opportunity. With this, I will conclude this presentation. Thank you for joining me today and have a great day. Thank you.